Daily Broadside, day 348. Well, yesterday I took in the three-part mini-series on Netflix about the Murdaugh. Of course, I've heard it Murdaugh, Murdoch, murder. Might as well be murder. I don't know how they say it. They said it 14 different ways in the series. But I finally watched that because I didn't know what the hell people were talking about. And, of course, the trial was going on, so I needed to catch up, I guess. And I got to tell you, I abhor and loathe, disgusted by families like that. I hate them. I hate them with all my soul. I hate families that feel like they're above everything and they raise these entitled little douchebags. I can't stand it. I mean, it's kind of a good thing that what's his name, the youngest son, Paw. That's a stupid name by the Bus and Paw and all these dumb nicknames. What is wrong with the South sometimes? But yeah, it's kind of good that he's passed on, because he would have become just a shitbag of a human being that would have been just a pain to deal with. You know, it's always good to encourage heavy drinking among your teens. I think that leads to not only a great fostering relationship between you and them, but they just become such stellar creatures. They don't ever have to own up to anything. They never have to take responsibility for their actions. It just creates great people. Secondly, we ain't heard the last of Buster. That dude bothers me. I don't know what it is. Can't put my finger on it, but we'll hear more from him in the years coming. But man, could you imagine living the lavish life in Hampton County, South Carolina, and then spending the rest of the time in jail? And that's not to even mention how redheaded them dudes were. Golly, what? Bleach? Dye? I mean, that's too red. Like, there's nothing wrong. In fact, I would argue that redheaded girls are like the hottest girls on planet Earth. There's just not enough of them. But when you get that carrot topped, that's a little bit excessive, and I think we can stop. I wonder if wildebeests who I was watching wildebeests get attacked by crocodiles last night, and a couple of them escape. You know, they got them by the horn or twist their neck. You know, like, God, their neck's got to be broken, but it's not. And so they make it out, and they live to fight another day, and they're walking back to shore, got a bit of a limp, you know. Their eyes are all wide because now they've seen the devil. But you got to wonder, like, if they're back with their little wildebeest friends, you know, and they got to be a little scared to go back in the water, you know. That is the wildebeest version of the 70s dumb people saying they were scared after watching Jaws. You know, they're like, hey, man, let's go down and get some water from the old drinking hole. And that wildebeest that got, you know, loose and freed is going to be like, y'all go ahead, I'll just thirst to death because I'm not drinking water anymore unless it comes to me. There's evil in them there waters, you know. Oh, yeah. And they were paying, you go to see Dave Chappelle or Bill Burr, any major stand-up guy, and you're going to pay, $1,000 more, $2,000, whatever, to sit in the front row of a theater or wherever they're at, even probably a club to get good seats. Depending on how big it is. But you know what I would do if I was one of those people? If I'm Dave Chappelle and somebody's come in and they've paid, $1,200 for front row seats to this, 2,000 person auditorium, I would just make it a thing with me that sometimes I do the show from the stage and sometimes I walk to the back and do the show from the back row. And that way the people paying $30, they never know if they're going to get front row seats. And it would probably do some weird stuff with Ticketmaster and the ticket prices, because people would be like, I don't know if I want to pay $11.50 for these tickets when I might be in the back row. I just think that would be kind of cool, And I think we probably need to normalize having STD shirts. You never see like STDs advertised on t-shirts. I remember Sebastian Bach had like a profane one in the 80s about AIDS, but that's really the only one I could think of. You never see anybody walking through the mall and you're coming out of a store and somebody's got like syphilis, on the front of their shirt. Now, why would they? That's not the point. It would just be funny. But and hell, as carefree and willy-nilly as a lot of you people are with contracting these sumbitches and not worrying about the repercussions until the next day, hell, what the hell's the harm in wearing a t-shirt promoting it? I say get a gonorrhea t-shirt and let's all head to the mall. Giddy up.